Inter Milan 1, Arsenal 3. We won. That's good news. I'm happy that we won. Arsenal went to the San Siro and we got the needed win, the much needed win to secure top 2 spots in the Uefa Champions League phase. And of course, my man, Gyökeres, scores again. Scores again. All of you who are online on X yammering on about Gyökeres, he's not good, he's clunky, he's this, give him the ball. I'm beginning to sound like a broken record. Give Gyökeres the ball and he scores. That's it. And for me, that was his first proper goal for Arsenal Football Club. And I'm glad that he got that third goal. But before we get to Gyökeres, welcome to LogicalGooner's match reaction. Like, comment, share, and subscribe and get me to 1,000 followers. I'm not doing 50 followers again, 50 subscribers. Take me to 1,000 subscribers and you can start watching my watch-alongs. So, where do we begin with? We started really fast, even though we're playing away at San Siro. We got into their faces, pressed high, and beautiful play from Eze. Nice football from Arsenal, and then Gyökeres is in my mouth this night. Gabriel Jesus, or some will call him Jesus, scores a brilliant striker's goal to make us 1-0 up the San Siro. At that point, you think we're going to go smash these guys. But, you know, Inter, of course, they're at home, so they're going to give it a go. They give it a go. They try to score a goal, and Mascara was good. It was good, but unfortunate ball bouncing about. Just like, it reminds me of the goal, was it Villa? The goal Villa scored. No, not Villa. Yeah, something similar to the Villa goal. Was it the Villa goal? Oh, the Chelsea goal. I don't know. Well, just a lucky bounce here and there. And then they get the goal, 1-1. And you think, maybe we're not in it because the midfield was cut open too frequently. You know, no Rice. It's Marino, Zubimendi, and Eze in that midfield 3. And I wasn't quite sure how that would work. I know Marino can be quite creative, and Eze as well, of course. And Zubimendi holding there, but we're just cut through like knife through butter. More than one occasion. They got back in the game 1-1, and then Arsenal kicked up a gear, of course. Set piece FC. We're back. There's nothing to be afraid of. Those of you who thought that maybe it's not sustainable, as you like to say, it's not sustainable to play corners. It is sustainable now, isn't it? We've got many goals from corners. And the commentator mentioned about 18 goals from corners this season alone. And that made us 2-1 up. Gabriel Jesus again. Brilliant cross from Saka. Trossard heads it back in. And Jesus is there. Right place, right time. Brilliant finish. Just bury the ball. 2-1 in. All right. So we go into halftime. 2-1 up. And then the game just peters out. They make some changes. Esposito, I think that's his name, came on for Inter. Kivu made a nice change and tried to get them back into the game. And we sort of weathered the storm. As of course, Arsenal under Teta, they know how to weather the storm. They know how to suffer, as he likes to put it, right? Because if you're not willing to suffer for this club, you know, you're going to make the game basketball end to end, which Arteta obviously doesn't like. So the changes are made. Rice comes in. The game becomes a bit more balanced. They're no longer cutting through us, you know, like knife through butter. And then we have the change that sealed the game, sealed the victory for us. Gyökeres comes on, and he looked good before the goal. I'm not going to lie. And before the goal, what was Saka doing? Saka, you're supposed to cut the ball through to him. But anyway, Saka still gets the assist. I'm happy. I'm a happy man this evening. I'm a very, very happy man. Saka got a brilliant trivela from Martinelli. Oh, those are one of the best passes you would ever see. I think Martinelli sort of just changes into his Brazilian clothes once he's in the UCL. But when he goes back to the Prem, he's dire. But brilliant trivela. Gyökeres hold up play. The ball bounces around, forced to Saka. I think he lays it off to Saka at first. And then Saka lays it back to him. And a brilliant codfish finish to give us the 3-1 lead. And from then on, we saw the game out. He had another chance where he skied. So for Gyökeres, it's either a brilliant ball into the net or he skies it, I guess. I guess so. Well, good performance all around. A big win at a very difficult ground at the San Siro. But there's something I want to say to you fans, you Arsenal fans, some of you, not all, because I believe most Arsenal fans are supposed to be sensible and smart. If you're calling for Arteta's head at this point in time, you're not a fan. You're not a fan. What are you worried about? 4 away games, the first of its kind in the history, in the recent history. 4 away games on a bounce, different competitions. And we got 3 wins and 1 draw. What more do you want? Do you think we're going to walk this league? We're not going to walk the league. Of course, you can be frustrated at the performance at Forest the other day, which is valid. I was frustrated. I gave a match reaction. I was frustrated. But it wasn't enough for me to give a meltdown on X, on YouTube, complaining about, how the system is rigid. The system is not rigid. The system is perfect. And I'm glad Thierry Henry made a statement regarding it. He said, we want this manager to win any means necessary. Get us over the line. That's what I want. I don't care how it looks. And the myth that we don't play pretty is a myth. In the Premier League, the teams sit back more. In the Champions League, teams open up more because obviously you have to go for it. But in the Premier League, teams are content to just sit back and not be interested in a goal. So what you should do as a fan is, yes, get angry at a bad result, but move on quickly. Well, let me know what you thought about it in the comment section. Man of the match, Gabriel Jesus for me. Obviously 2 goals. And then Gyökeres with sealing the deal. Man of the match, Gyökeres. I want to give a shout out. Zubimendi was good. Merino was good. Merino has this way of making our play smoother. Eze was good, contrary to opinion I'm seeing on X, after the match. Saka, as usual, threatening self down the flank. Trossard was okay. Mosquera back after an injury, and he just slotted in against a very formidable opponent in Inter Milan. So I look at the game and say, all of them did well. All of them. Even Lewis Kelly. Lewis Kelly had a shaky first half, but in the second half he came on in leaps and bounds and he performed brilliantly. Composed, classy, strong. That's the Miles Lewis Kelly we've come to know and love. The substitutes came on and did rise, obviously. I'm glad he got that yellow card, so he misses the Kairat game. Arteta's not going to play him. Merino out of the Kairat game. So we can have Norgard, we can have Lewis Kelly in the midfield, and on to the next one. It's a very, very difficult one. My eternal rivals, Manchester United. We're playing them this weekend. So see you all. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and peace.